Welcome to Fargo Talks Fargo, a podcast about the FX television series Fargo. I'm sitting here in my office, talking to my friend Charpie about the TV show Fargo.
In my office.
I just want to start out by saying I apologize for me being late, Charpie. I had to, basically flog myself for 2 to 3 hours, or as otherwise just watching the Minnesota Vikings lose to Seattle tonight. Then I watched Fargo.
Yeah, I don't condone those actions whatsoever.
I know you don't like the sports ball.
Seems
I'm sorry,
weird.
I apologize.
Seems weird to watch people get paid millions of dollars to roll around with each other when precisely that sort of action is killing people and causing our economy to crash. Okay, I won't get political.
Okay. It's just, they lost. It was sad. They threw away the game. But you know what?
What?
In my sadness, totally redeemed myself.
What?
I don't even know what to talk about. What the living hell was that opening?
You mean with all the embalming instruments and whatnot?
You know that, or the scary guy without a nose and a face on the stairs.
Oh, that.
I'm sorry. I didn't know the tools were scarier for you than the strange, dead-looking man. I mean, I was like, is freaking winter coming? Are we Game of Thronesing this shit?
I might have missed the very first, minute.
Okay, time out. You missed... Oh, my God.
Well, I mean, I saw the man when Ethelrita saw the man. Did I miss the first minute?
No, that was the right part.
Okay, so we're good. So
it's so ominous and spooky, and she opens that door, and he's just sitting at the top of the steps.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought you were gonna say you didn't see that.
No, I saw that. I saw that. I was a little bit earlier in the beginning than you were.
Oh, I know. Just
when
all
the
the
camera's
instruments
just panning over stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, and there was this double. It comes back eventually at the Hotel Perry. The dripping.
Mm-hmm.
This dripping. But did you catch the season 2 throwback in the first 30 seconds, minute?
Guess not. I guess not.
Christmas tree by the staircase.
Oh yeah. I did actually.
Season felt very season 3.
I did write that down in my notes, but I certainly did not tie it into season 3. But sure.
Anyway.
Yeah, it had a very. This episode had kind of a Sixth Sense vibe.
Yeah.
Especially when you add what's been going on, throughout the season so far, which is all of these tight push-ins on the doors in the Smutney house. That also has a Sixth Sense vibe to me. I can't say that. That's hard to say. Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense.
Anyway,
I don't know, man.
Welcome to the Hotdish.
Yeah. I think this is going to be definitely one of those weeks where my second watch might turn into a possible slight third, where I skip around to a few things just to really reabsorb some stuff.
It's real easy for that second watch to turn into a 3 or 4 hour ordeal.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting some of that, stuff we've been talking about earlier this year. Where it was this year, I don't know what days are anymore. With the creepy man is what I'm saying, is we're getting into that realm of other worlds entering the world as we know it right now. So that's as to be expected in the Fargo universe, and it's happening. What do you think happened to his nose? Did it just fall off because he's rotting and decaying?
I don't know.
Or was it the
I'm
meth?
sure somebody's listening to this going, "You dinguses, it's this." But I sent you a screen, because it's hard. You can't screenshot any of this stuff. It just shows up black because of stuff. So I videoed it with my phone, and I sent you a screenshot
I
of
see
that.
it. Okay.
Of his face. I was just trying to be do you recognize it? Is it something we're missing? But I mean, even at the Hotel Perry, I mean, we're skipping all sorts of stuff here, but I'm just sorry. It's between that, as she's washing the money, and he just comes out of the freaking... I'm assuming it's the same, comes out of the bathtub.
Yeah, same guy.
Ugh.
So the interesting thing about that to me was that Zelmar knew he was there. but just refused to acknowledge him.
So did she know he was there, or was that it's just such a slow motion scene for her that in the blink of an eye, so I actually wrote in my little quick take was, is this some sort of Reaper, or is this, I don't know.
You think that maybe we were seeing a time shift, like time was being slowed down as he was walking over there?
I'll know more when I rewatch it tomorrow. I just feel like at first I thought it was that she was closing her eyes because I thought exactly what you did, but towards the end I realized that maybe it was instead. I mean, imagine if you shot that scene at 120 frames a second and you rip it back down to 30, or I'm sorry, film 23.98. Was that just in the blink of an eye? Her life was quickly snuffed out, and she felt that presence in the room, but I don't know if she was closing her eyes to shield herself from it. It's just
she was blinking.
She was blinking, maybe. I'll know more tomorrow. We'll know more tomorrow.
That's an interesting theory. I dig it.
I really like this thing because, my other quick note that I noticed was the fact that Oreatta was, talked about a little bit about travel. And she has, I think, almost 2 pieces of art on her wall that say Paris.
Yep.
And that the hotel was the New Paris.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the rule here is don't go to France. France is bad.
I don't know how France is going to tie into things, but I loved how kind of standoffish Oreatta was with Ethelrita in the beginning of some of those scenes when Ethelrita was knocking on her door. I also noticed how Oreatta, if you look at her wardrobe, she has these white feathers on I think it's a navy blue dress, or black, but she looks like a vulture. And if you think about it, she hovers over the nearly dying, or people just before they're about to die.
Yeah. That's oof.
Because she has that white, collar like a vulture has, and she just happens to work in hospitals, and she just happens to be around people as they're dying.
Yeah,
hovering over them, and she even says she has a mind like a bird.
Yeah, that's a really sweet pickup, dude. I love it. I'm gonna keep that in mind when I'm watching because I was really drawn to her décolletage, or whatever she had going on there.
Yep.
Boy, though, I feel like 1 minute I thought, yeah, she kills a few people, but boy, she's full-blown serial killer.
Oh my gosh.
She's like Dexter. Trophies, souvenirs, clippings. Although it's funny, she talked about how she wants everything organized, and I thought, yeah, you do need things organized. At least Dexter kept all his people on a slide in very organized boxes, and she's just got clippings in a shoebox.
Yeah, and they're separate from the actual belongings. Ethelrita really put those two together pretty quickly.
Well, we only have so much time. We just watched episode 4, and still nobody of any real note has died.
Yep.
I don't even know what my favorite thing in this was. There's so much. I'm really pretty excited for tomorrow. I found myself so distracted by the thought of that guy that even, the minute the truck shows up with the oranges and the fire, and I just through that whole scene, I don't know if I was really paying attention because I was still going, who's on the, what's in the fucking box? Just wanted to know. I wanted to know. We got the whole Spuds thing, but I'm trying to think of what else I thought was.
Well, it's interesting.
Really, what else was real standout for you tonight?
I like seeing that the Canon Limited crew knows that they've caught the Italians sort of off balance, and they know that they're having internal struggles. So now they know that they have the upper hand because nobody seems to know what's going on the Italian side, or at least that's what the Canons think.
Yeah.
So I like that. If this season would have aired originally when it was supposed to back in April,
I
think we're kind of what am I gonna? What I'm trying to say is I'm really glad it is airing now as opposed to when it was supposed to originally air in April, because we're getting this zombie-like character in the middle of October. We're starting over in our household. We're starting to watch. We're in creepy movie season. We're watching horror films all month because my girlfriend's super into that. I'm not, but this plays into it very well, so that works out really nicely. So I'm thankful for that. Just wanted to get that out there. We're seeing that Rabbi is sort of stirring some stuff up internally with the Italians, which is nice. Did you notice how, what's the guy's name? Calamari?
Calamita.
Calamari. Did you notice how Calamari, so when Josto and his brother Gaetano have that sort of face-off and they're leaving the room, and now... now I'm going to say it wrong every time. Calamita. Yeah. Calamita looks over at Rabbi now, knowing that Rabbi basically told on him, ratted him out. He gives him that like throat cut. He's sort of like just going out of focus as he gives him that throat cut gesture. So there's going to be some drama there, which is going to be fun.
I think so. And it's very clear that Calamita's team Gaetano.
Oh yeah,
because he's
old world.
Those things. Can I talk about the most weird thing that was driving me crazy? So we can think about it for tomorrow. It might have been nothing.
Trying to guess what it is.
It's
the most
so
weird thing.
It's me, man. I notice the weird things.
Does it have to do with
you
cats?
Notice really prominent things like she's a vulture. I'm about to bring up something and you're like, what?
Does it have to do with cats?
No.
Does it have to do with dogs?
No, but I thought about that cat thing for a minute. It's like, how did that cat get into that thing, that shelf, and behind that shit so fast? But hey, it's TV. It's okay. It was the scene. It was in the scene where Zelmar, right? And Thurman, Smutney, when she dropped the money off. Did you notice that just the random dude shoveling like weird, not very big piles of snow? Just constantly shoveling it?
I guess I didn't really look at what he was doing.
And it's like, dude, it's not like having shoveled a lot of snow as we have. I was like, there's almost no. I'm like, what is this person doing? And I can't decide if it's just something else.
They had a very limited snow budget, and that guy was just trying to make it. He's stretching out that snow budget.
What's the point of the person shoveling it at all? Charpie, it's like a pile of snow like the size of my desk, and this person's just going, and there's like 6 of them 5 or 6 of them along the building, and then there's no snow anywhere else. The rest is concrete for the most part. I thought, did somebody get promised a role? Like, we'll get you in there somewhere. Here, take this shovel.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know what to do. Why don't you go shovel that snow over there? Yeah. Yeah, see?
I don't know. So I just wrote, it literally says, I wrote, WTF is that dude doing shoveling?
How you like them barf bucks?
Thurman's got himself in some trouble, and DeBrell knows it. That's the real trouble, I think. But
man, that guy really turned into a dingus at the end there. I did it. I solved all of our problems. Like, of course, questions are going to be asked when you just go over there and take ownership of solving all your problems, which you could never do for like who knows how long, at least a month that they've had this loan, and then all of a sudden you come up with whatever, tens of thousands of dollars. A little bit suspicious there, Thermi.
Yeah. But isn't that part of this whole thing? I don't know, just people not in the know thinking they're doing the right thing, but
yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm excited for tomorrow. We'll feed him this dose of our shock and awe. Shoveling the guy. I also think there's some connection between there was the mention of Egypt and mummies living in the house. Mm-hmm. And their house is a bit of a pyramid where they embalm the dead as well.
Do you think Thermi's a Freemason?
Oof, who knows? No, not with the smarts he's got going on so far this season.
No,
I don't know. Anything else you think we should think about before we hand off this hot dish and serve it up? The 200 guns going to Mort Kellerman out of Fargo.
Yeah.
That's an exciting.
Do we know Mort Kellerman?
No, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. We got to dig into that. So now we've got Mort Kellerman in Fargo, but dude whose name escapes me, Opal, I don't know, Opal, the Italian, the stoic Italian, the consigliere. He's got to go kiss the ring in New York.
Mm-hmm.
He's making friends in Fargo from Kansas City. Clearly, Kansas City's got friends in New York. It's all going to happen.
Sure is.
And Otis still can't open doors.
Not very efficiently. All right, folks. This was the Hot Dish. Tune in tomorrow for the full dose.
It's all the fixins.
Leftovers.
We'll see you then, Charpie.